I've been looking at elephant toys, and this is the first one. Extraordinary idea. A sort of elephant ball or balloon. Most extraordinary type of balloon this is. And the trunk is the point where you inflate it. And I hold it by the tail and let it go. It goes whoosh. It goes back to being a small elephant again. Extraordinary. But a whole lot of pets were produced at the same time, made with this curious type of rubber which allows you to shape it into wonderful shapes and also colour and decorate it before you realise it's actually a balloon. But this is an elephant, and that's what I've been looking at. Elephant toys. There's lots of them, and some of them are very strange. This one, for instance, is what they call a missing area paradox, which one of my friends sent me. It's an old one. It was part of I think the Davenport shops, magic shops were selling these at one time, because it's been always a magician's trick for the very, very top magicians to make something like an elephant disappear off the stage. That's what happens here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13 elephants there. But when you do the usual business of swapping them round, something extraordinary happens. Let's see if I can get it lined up roughly. Something like that. And then you count them again, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, no, there's 3 there, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, but there were 13, so which one has disappeared? When he comes back again, where does he come from? And where does he go to when he's disappeared? That's a mystery, isn't it? The disappearing elephant trick. But it recounts the famous performers of amazing stage magic where they make an entire car or plane, or in this case an elephant, disappear. Woo. There's much smaller elephants which are actually very useful in the office. This is something for keeping your calling card neatly on the table. Look at that, isn't that nice? It's a magnet holding it together. It's in 2 halves. That could be your business card, and that's how you keep it. You can probably keep several business cards there because the magnets are quite strong. In 2 halves, those are the magnetic surfaces. It clicks together very nicely. It looks particularly nice if you do it on a piece of clear plastic, which is this thing here. Look at this. If I do this in the very middle of it, it really looks quite spectacular, because then you can see it back and front, as it were, and you can see the other half going through the plastic. That makes it look much stronger in a way than doing the other way, because you're actually seeing through it. But they're very strong magnets, and magnanimals they call it. A whole range of different shapes and fishes and dinosaurs, but I wanted to look for elephants, so that's one that came naturally, obviously. And here's one of these dual-illusion things, which is it's an elephant. It's a pink elephant, which is very strange, but there's the front of him at least. He's got his trunk there. He's very small, and you'll see why he's small, because there's no room on the back for back legs, because you've got to turn this into something completely different just by turning it around. Well, tipping it up as well. Do it like that, and then twist it round like that, and there we've got a little gnome with, if I turn it slightly sideways, a nice curvy hat. Wonderful, isn't it? And that's, of course, the elephant's trunk. Then turn it back down again and face you, and there's a pink elephant waiting to be transformed into an imp or a gnome or something. But very nice little piece of dual image art, 3-dimensional, makes 2 completely different pieces. Elastic bands, these lovely shaped elastic bands which came out of Japan a few years ago, and they got better and better. This is a whole series of animals which are in the box, including, in the blue one, the elephant. There he is. This is elastic, incidentally. It's just elastic band for holding things together. Let's get them back into order again. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, back into order. Ooh, a bit more of that. There we are. And then his companions in the box were, of course, a giraffe and a hippopotamus, I think it is, and there's a pink emu and so on. But the one I wanted to concentrate, there's a kangaroo there, I think it is. Yes, a kangaroo, look at that as well. Every one of them is an elastic band. There's a hippo and a hippopotamus, I think, and a rhinoceros. There's 2 different African elements, but the elephant is the one I concentrated on. So those are very, very popular because they're useful actually as elastic bands, but they've got this charming shape where they're relaxed into animals, including the elephant. Then there's another version of inflatable. This was a rubber inflatable, the obvious one, but the Japanese, I think it is, have specialised in paper balloons. They've always loved paper, and this is a whole series that came out at one time, and I think we put these in our Christmas pack once, which you just inflate just by blowing in there, and it inflates this one into an elephant. Let's get him to face the front, shall we? A bit more blowing. He's got a bit of a trunk and it sort of blows up, but not very hard, because there's almost no back pressure in this at all, because it's almost open to the atmosphere. It's just the stiffness of the paper that keeps it in shape. There we are. An elephant with big spread out ears. Very nicely done. And it's just a little paper balloon. In the showground, when they were showing these, they had them all hanging from the ceiling with little things waving in the air, like aerial mobiles. They looked very pretty, and the elephant looked absolutely charming. The last one is actually my first elephant I ever had in my collection. It's a marvellous bit of tin toy. Well, tin toy is combined with a bit of plastic these days as well. It's a wonderful looking elephant. He's got a monkey on the top here who's acting as a steerer. He's got a little whip here which to keep the elephant moving forward. And when it's turned on, which is the switch underneath here, watch it gallivanting across the table. Oops, What a wonderful piece. Do you like it?